This is Josh Waters.
Gelato.
Hey.
Who's it produced by?
Willpower.
Shout out to Willpower. Fire beat.
Come on, man.
Don't you sweet like gelato, but you lied. Now you done letting other niggas dive in your ocean.
Yeah, this shit crazy, bro.
Appreciate it.
This shit bang.
Yes, sir.
That's fucked up, no lie. Ain't no coming back, yeah. No coming back. Bitch.
Hey.
Man, this shit, yeah. This sound crazy in the headphones.
Nah, facts. I feel like I ain't heard it in the headphones since I was recording it. This is crazy.
Thought you was a real one, but you lied, ho. Now you done. Sweet like gelato. Thought you sweet like gelato. Thought you sweet like gelato, but you lied, ho. Now you done letting other niggas dive in your ocean.
Yeah, this shit crazy.
A little Bob, you know what I'm saying? It's a
This shit
vibe.
crazy, bro.
That's fucked up, no lie. Ain't no coming back, yeah. No coming back.
What'd you lose?
I'll find it.
With a Sharpie, a pen.
Oh, no, my.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vape pen. Gotta locate it.
Lotto, babe. Ooh, Lord, hit the lotto, babe. Ooh, thought you was a real one, but you lied, ho. Now you done. Sweet like gelato. Thought you sweet like gelato.
Hey.
Yeah, let me get the goddamn.
Hey.
Yeah, that was young Josh Waters. I already got an AKA for you, Billy Ocean.
Hey, I
Young
love
Billy
it.
Ocean. That was
take it.
Gelato, produced by Willpower.
Willpower.
Shit, I like to welcome everybody back to the StepBrothers podcast. What? Yeah, because I feel like we ain't.
I had COVID, bro.
Hey, thank God Dalton is still with us, man.
Hey,
you know
love.
what I'm saying?
For
My
sure.
boy, can I say it or
What?
your health condition? But
Yeah, I had COVID, bro.
yeah, my boy had the vid, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought we was gonna lose, my nigga. But he came through. He
Respect.
survived.
Look,
you know what I'm
okay.
saying? Stronger, better than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Fuck COVID, man.
Hey, love. Nah, for sure.
I caught
Glad you
it.
recovered.
I finally got it. It was
Yeah, it was- hey.
I dodged it for a long time.
Yeah, hey.
It's episode 188.
Episode 188. It's your host with the most, Chris Minor, aka Dinos with Moni, extra cheese and pepperoni, aka Talk to Me Nice, aka Young Paulie Walnuts, aka
Keep going.
Wick James,
Run it.
aka
Run it.
Did you hear about doing the Wick James?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure you heard that. I ain't got no more. I thought about that one at work today.
Okay.
Yeah. What's good, Dalton?
It's Daddy Dalton.
Yeah.
DADD.
Right.
I get up at sunrise to see my sunrise.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you know
Ooh.
what I'm saying? We out here.
That's a fact. Yeah, we got some special guests today. You know what I'm saying?
It's a Mississippi connection.
It's a
here.
Mississippi
Hey,
connection.
hey.
Yeah, cricket letter, cricket letter,
Ooh, humpback, hey.
Yeah, come on, man. Shit, if you didn't know that growing up, you wouldn't.
You asleep.
You weren't
They had to teach me that before I stayed my summer down there.
Come on.
That my cousins would not let me come down there. Anyways,
So you can do that, for sure.
And it took a while because I'm illiterate. You know what I'm saying? But we got it. Yeah, like I said, we got Josh Waters in here by way of Mississippi through ATL to
Yes, sir.
Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
Appreciate y'all for reaching out.
Love, bro.
Energy's good. So we're going to have a great podcast
This
today.
gonna be crazy. Y'all's energy is amazing. I'm happy to be here, bro.
Look, I want to get all the background and stuff, but I have
Yeah.
to ask you something like off the rip
Talk
because
to me.
this is like a trending topic right now. And I
Okay.
was like, we don't really have R&B singers on. We have like a few.
See.
All right, so Diddy. What do you call him? Diddy, Love, Puffy?
Diddy for
Diddy,
sure.
okay. So Diddy tweets, who killed R&B?
Yeah.
Everybody said you.
Everybody says you. I disagree. You as an R&B singer, where do you fall?
There's no one person that's responsible for it.
Okay.
So everybody is pointing a finger at Diddy. I will say, look, bro, as a gatekeeper, as someone who we saw when hip hop was at the forefront, you was
Yeah.
at the forefront with that shit. When
Yeah.
R&B was at the forefront, you was at the forefront with that shit.
Yeah.
in order for him to maintain his relevance, bro, as he has a job that he has to do, which I actually understand, right? So he has a level of game plan that he has to do and just going with what's trendy, but at the same time, he's a gatekeeper. So it's like all y'all had to do is start talking about it.
Yeah.
There was never a conversation about it. Y'all are the ones who make everything popular. So it's like, y'all want it popular again? Y'all talking about it. Yeah. I'm just grateful that y'all are. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Because that gelato joint, that shit, I'm going to keep saying it.
It's hard.
I don't smoke, so is gelato really sweet? I don't know.
The weed?
Yeah.
Amazing, actually, bro.
Okay.
You know it's different types of gelato.
No, I did not.
It is. It's a couple different strands of gelato, but some of them are sweet. So, yeah.
All right, yeah. Weed make me paranoid. All right, so, let's get to into the roots, man. Like,
talk to me.
How did you find your voice? How did this music come to you? Like,
so,
when did it start? How did it?
Being from Mississippi, you know how that goes. Bible Belt, you know what I'm saying? Raised in the church, you can't miss not a now Sunday.
Oh yeah.
And I say not a now Sunday, but you find out if you can sing in church. If you suck, they actually gonna tell you right there. Yeah. So that's why I figured out that I had a voice. Shout out to my mom. She was a vocalist. She was the one when we would go to different churches. They like Sister Water in the building and come sing us a song and shit.
So crazy. That's your actual last name?
Waters. Yeah, Joshua Waters is my real name.
Hard ass last
name. That's so crazy, bro. Especially with the whole biblical ties and
shit,
like wade in the water.
Like, it get deep.
And then with R&B, you can get real nasty.
Yeah, come on,
man.
What I'm saying?
I'm trying to get in your waters.
Yeah, come on.
But so just having that background, my brother's he's a percussionist and a musician, so I just always was around music.
Yeah.
I always say this. I was like a Dr. Doolittle ass nigga, bro. Like I loved animals, wanted to be a veterinarian. Music was literally like it shit grabbed me by my collar and was like, nigga, come here.
Yeah.
And so one thing just led to another, man, and I stopped running from the calling and just like leaned into it.
Wow.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. So as a R&B traditional church, that's how I go. Now, I can only assume you got aunties, grandmama, mom, sisters.
Just a brother, actually.
Just a brother.
Yeah.
Nieces?
Nope.
Okay, so the older women.
Son, though.
All right. What's your son's name?
Josiah. Shout out to Josiah, man.
Shout out to Josiah. How old is he?
He's 6. He'll be 7 September 21st.
All right. We gonna throw him a pot. We gonna shout him out.
Hey.
Crazy. So, did you have that same type of story? Like, what's the movie Beyonce, Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Fighting Temptations.
All right. Did you have that type of like?
Fuck no.
I want to sing this type of music, but the church and my mom and them won't let me do it.
On some real shit, bro. By the time I started taking music seriously, my mom had stopped forcing me to go to church.
Okay.
So when I speak about like coming up in church, the question was like, when you find your voice. I was like 7. They was like, nah, nigga, you can sing for real.
Yeah.
So by the time I'm like 13 or 14, I actually had cousins that was like doing rap around the city who would like sneak me into the studio and it's like, hey, come sing this chorus, type of thing. And so that was where I was like, oh snap. What it was hearing myself come out of the monitors for the first time was where it was like, oh, this is real.
Yeah.
And so that was the thing that made me be like, oh, I want to do this.
Right.
So not the Fighting Temptation story.
Okay,
at all.
look, because most people got that story though.
I feel like I was a super good kid and a badass kid at the same time. And so people was like, we didn't expect you to do gospel, bro. We just glad you're doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Something productive. Yeah. Like we said, only thing to do in Mississippi is
what there is to do.
Yeah. Yeah. But damn. Again, I wanted to ask like all these R&B questions because I don't have the opportunity to ask them.
Yeah, for sure.
So like, who are some of your like R&B influences? I'm looking for a specific name.
Okay,
that's gonna go to my. So I'm gonna
there we go.
Get your shit.
So I came up when I was a jit. You couldn't tell me I wasn't Usher.
Okay.
When Confessions came out, I was like 7. You know what I'm saying? 2003. And I was that dude, like with the cordless phone, singing Confessions to everybody.
You made me feel really old.
You know what I'm saying?
You were 7 when that came out?
I believe so. It's like 03, right?
Bro,
4.
04, so maybe 8, but couldn't been far from 7.
I was almost in high school.
Yo,
yeah, I was a jit.
So Usher being Chris Brown in a verse.
Fuck no. I'm gonna just be 100. I'm a realist.
Not beating Chris Brown.
No, fuck no. Chris Brown beat Usher with a broomstick in the verses, and here's why I say that.
Oh no.
So look, Usher is the GOAT. Usher's the GOAT.
Did you see his Tiny Desk?
I did. Incredible. But that's not enough songs for the verses. Okay? And the truth is,
I don't know.
He don't got 20 hits?
No, Usher got 20 hits.
But they not Chris Brown 20.
Shit.
They not. Let's be honest.
I don't have a horse in
Usher.
this race.
What's the last Usher hit album? Confessions, bro. Everything else
that joint him and
what
Zaytoven did was hard.
That shit was ass.
Nah, that shit was hard.
You know what? It's subjective.
Yeah,
so I respect that. As a person who fell in love with Usher through Confessions, I don't want to hear you do trap shit, bro.
Of course. You
know what I mean? It's like I respect you.
The last that I can without a doubt say I know that shit was a hit was that him and Thug, that No Limit joint. That shit was that.
I respect it.
All right.
I respect it. I'm like,
All right.
I'm trying to get the way you at. So this ain't no slight. I'm just answering.
No.
Usher, you the GOAT. I respect you. But Chris Brown got hits, bro.
The reason why I was looking for Chris Brown specifically, because I can imagine breath control and trying to. You don't dance in your.
You know what? I don't dance, but I perform like a rapper. So although some of my songs are very like singer songwriter ish, I have a hip hop producer that I'm signed to. So my shows are super high energy until Cyclone type of thing.
That's why I was like, oh snap. Definitely change it up.
But I would say, to answer the question fully, so like Usher, Music Soul Child, Erykah Badu, Joe. I was a big Jasmine Sullivan fan, but this is what was being played in my household. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. This was what was being played in my house, and I just gravitated towards that.
Nice.
Got you.
All good choices.
A lot of facts. Shout out to Mondukes.
Shit.
Music Soul Child is my guy, though.
Come on, man.
Yes.
Come on.
I lost my next question.
I'm sorry.
No, you good.
You were talking about Chris Brown, right?
Yeah, but it was more or less about the. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Renaissance. Did you hear it? Beyonce.
You know what? I started listening to some of. We drove down here from Atlanta, so some of the records from that album got played into the car. I didn't give it its full, just due. But from what I heard in the car, I'm actually a fan. I love it.
The album's phenomenal.
My wife has not stopped playing.
I love it.
That I told you the
my
joint.
baby knows all the songs.
Shout out.
The joint. There's a couple like I've seen people say. Plastic Off the Sofa.
Okay,
that's the one, baby.
But but the one it seems to everybody keep going back to Alien Superstar is.
What's the name of the one you kept playing? Okay, cool. So that shit is jam.
Yeah,
Sid did that one.
Okay, that makes a lot of.
Doesn't it?
It makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alien Superstar crazy though.
Craziness,
that's
bro.
Crazy. Look,
I'm appreciative of the fact that they're like what I feel like Drake and Beyonce called each other.
Oh yeah,
it was like, hey, look, we gotta push the tempo.
Well, Drake wrote a record on there.
Craziness.
Yeah.
I forgot. We were trying to figure out.
It's near the end.
Yeah,
that's
Drake
dope.
wrote it. You could tell Drake wrote that record though.
Crazy. See, now
Like,
y'all gonna make me go back and listen to the album, bro.
Drake wrote one of them records.
Yeah,
man.
For sure.
I was listening to this it was Math Hoffa's joint, and oh my god, DJ Clark Kent was on the program. And he was talking about ghostwriting. Yeah. Because, Hov wrote shit for Dre and other people.
Yeah.
And there was this other guy. He was on Reservoir Dogs. I can't recall his name right now.
The movie?
No, the song with
I was like, what?
Yeah, the song. But he ghost wrote some shit for Diddy. Like he wrote I'll Be Missing You and these type of records, right?
Yeah.
So there was DJ Clark Kent was saying like, yo, like a good ghostwriter becomes that person. So like Dr. Dre's song, for instance, the
Jay-Z killed it,
right? But it don't sound like Hov wrote. Like it don't Dre not rapping like Hov,
right?
Dre rapping like Dre.
You got to put yourself in their shoes,
right? But then you think like all the shit Eminem wrote for Dre, you could tell like M wrote that,
right?
I didn't know Hov wrote Still DRE until everybody started talking about it, which is crazy to me. The only reason why I brought that up because the Drake song, like you could tell Drake wrote
that. He penned it,
and I, once he said that, then it took me back to that. I was like, yo, I don't know.
How do you feel about ghostwriters?
This is gonna get a little slicey.
I felt like you had a strong opinion about it. That's why I asked.
I do, but it's only for my thing is. I think Styles P said it during the time Drake and Meek was having their thing. Okay, or somebody of that statute. They were like, yo, you can't claim king if you don't write your own raps.
That's fair,
right? So Kanye is my favorite artist. Next to Prince.
Shout out, bro. I fuck with you.
But Ye hasn't really ever, I don't know, I can't say really ever. I'll say he has help. Right? So
openly though.
Yeah, openly.
Right.
Like,
Thank you. And I will say that's the difference. Right. In my opinion.
So for somebody like Kanye, the bigger picture of him making product, like that's what he.
But he never. He always says, "I'm an artist, not a rapper."
Right. So I'm with that
because during the sport of rap, right, ghostwriting.
But at the same time, there are some very, very, very like hard Kanye verses to me. You know, every verse hasn't been like opulence, but like there's some verses I'm like, yo, he fucking bodied this shit, right? Yeah.
Prime time.
Crazy. Prime time is probably like top 3 Kanye verses for me. But the Drake situation,
Okay.
I feel like, yo, you claim king.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can't claim king and have this
you know
come
what?
out.
So I know I'm an R&B guy.
Right. It's totally fine for R&B, by the way. Totally fine.
Facts, 100%.
Yeah, like,
That which was what I was gonna say next. I'm an artist who's fully capable of writing every song that I do. However, I actually enjoy the process of collaborating with other writers.
Yeah.
Right? I just think that once I done wrote 10 love songs, the 11th probably gonna sound like one of those 10s
Right.
because the experience is just so. I need somebody to help me stretch this perspective out, right? But when it comes to hip hop, and I think just the sport.
Yeah, so
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think when I look at Drake, I almost see it like a Kanye situation. It's like y'all are entertainers.
but he's
And-
starting to adapt to that
he's the biggest artist in the
now.
world.
Yeah, to my Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the biggest in the world.
And I think, you know what? I think Drake knew he wasn't the best. Like, he knew, what you gonna, Kendrick could chew your ass up if we talking pen to pen. Cola chew you up.
True.
Or let's not even do those guys. Somebody like King Losa's chew you up and spit you out. But at the same time, it's like in the name of releasing records and being at the forefront of
Connectability.
Yeah, bro. Drake he's the king of that shit, but
Yeah.
I guess not.
Those guys you named, their records don't connect the same way that Drake's records connect.
Exactly.
Like, I can't put a Kendrick song on and like be like, yeah, I'm finna go to the club tonight, get this girl,
Exactly.
feel good about myself. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? The same way if I put on a Drake record, like, oh yeah, this is. Yeah.
But you'll be all right though.
Oh, come on,
I like how he did it. I like how he did
You'll
it.
be all right
You gotta
though.
know
come
that.
on, dog.
Hey.
Come on, dog. Bro. You look like Jeremiah.
Oh shit.
That's who kept coming up, bro. That's who kept coming up.
Why did you just throw a slug over
No,
there?
I
I
love
just
it,
throw a
though.
slug. Jeremiah's a handsome guy. I'm just saying, like, I was like, yo, he looked like somebody.
Yeah.
You kind of look. You got to Diddy a little bit too.
Hey, that's
but
what they call
kinda
him, Lil
look
Diddy.
alike.
Okay.
Lil
Yeah,
Diddy.
yeah.
And he think he did it. He just when he get in the
chilling
car,
right
he be
now?
like, "Yeah, that nigga said I look like Diddy, boy."
Yo.
Dancing on the video.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, so I wanted to ask too.
Talk to me.
While we just, we on short time, I wanted to just rapid fire.
Yeah.
Did you catch the Omarion Mario versus?
Well, of course I did.
Okay. As an R&B guy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
first of all, let me take a few steps back.
Uh huh.
Before the verses,
Yeah,
even
who are you
happened,
rooting for?
Who are you going?
Nobody.
For? Okay.
Because I'll be honest, I didn't really listen to either one of them niggas when I was coming
Yeah,
up.
'cause
Okay.
he was young.
I was
Yeah,
young as
yeah,
fuck.
yeah,
I remember
yeah,
to braid
that's
my
true,
hair
yeah.
shit, and I
Yeah.
had braids, so I guess that was a
shit
thing.
crazy.
But like,
R. Kelly wrote that though.
all right, look, I just want to say this.
Look.
I want to say this right here, right now.
Look, R. Kelly. Hey,
Unless you're gonna stop listening to everything R. Kelly wrote, which was like 80% of R&B music, I don't want. Look,
now "Fortunate"
leave that man
is
alone.
"Fortunate" by Maxwell is probably top 5 R&B songs of all time.
Talk
R.
about
Kelly
it.
wrote that shit.
Talk about it. And let's talk about gospel music that R. Kelly wrote. Unless you're gonna stop
no.
listening to everything that he penned, man, leave
It's
that man
tough
alone.
out
On the
here.
way from Atlanta to Dallas, we bumped R. Kelly. Now leave me alone.
Oh man.
Nah, look. Hey, I condemn what he did, but that
No, okay.
he could write.
Supporting details. I do not condone what he did. However,
So you can separate the art from the
I
man.
can definitely separate it. I think it's so many support. Like, come on, bro. First of
Yeah.
all,
I could do some songs, but some songs just seem nasty.
Nah.
now.
I'm gonna be real though.
I feel gross.
This what's fucked up about that. My whole thing, because this is an American issue. I hate to get super duper deep. It's
Oh, here
like,
we
bro, we still watching TV and shit. What about like the Epstein folks and all these folks with the
yeah.
like pedophilia ring and shit like that? Until we gonna start dragging
still
them.
watching Weinstein
You
films.
understand what I'm saying? Until we gonna start
Yeah.
dragging them the way we do Bill Cosby, the way we have to assassinate the characters of black people when they're starting to put themselves in position of power, like owning masters and shit like that. I'm like, bro, I'm listening
No,
to that
I'm with
nigga.
you. I'm with you.
I'm listening to him. Fuck it.
Fact.
Because somebody around him was condoning that shit. The
Yeah,
parents
oh
and
yeah,
shit was
the
cool with it
parents,
until the
his
money
homies.
stopped. Come on, dog. So I'd be like, I get it.
Yeah.
Again, I think it's wrong, but
Yeah.
nigga can write his ass off.
He shit. But I was asking about the
Sorry, my bad.
No, you good, because he wrote some B2K joints.
Come on, man.
Oh yeah, he was all over.
Yeah,
B2K,
come on.
Yeah.
No,
Pause, bro.
'Cause
Pause.
We don't know if he was really.
all
Oh,
over
sorry.
B2K.
Sorry.
He might have been
Damn.
really.
Sorry, guys.
But so you watched it. Like, what were your thoughts?
Hilarious. I'm
Would
sure.
you eat watermelon on stage?
Fuck no.
Okay,
I can't do that.
Had to make sure.
I get it though. I think you know what? I actually don't have anything but respect for those guys. So as an artist who I work in the studio often, so I wasn't shocked. I know a lot of artists who the world think can
Oh,
hold
like that.
themselves
Yeah.
vocally. You know what I mean?
Oh, my
And the
God.
truth is, it's like, is it the artist's fault or is it the machine who made y'all think that? Because the machine who signed that knew that.
That's a fact.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I can only put so much pressure on these niggas. They knew they couldn't sing too. And I also feel like with the whole, I get it. I just respect them guys, you know. So it is what it is.
I feel that.
I appreciate them because now people talking about R&B and I can really sing without auto-tune. So thank y'all for fucking that night up.
Well,
yeah, that's crazy.
Half of them did. Mario was killing that shit.
Mario was and Sammy dope too. Sammy can sing.
Oh yeah, no, Sammy always could sing.
Yeah,
he was just. He just disappeared for 10 years and then came back out of nowhere with a
gray beard.
You should be my girl.
Yeah,
that shit.
All that shit. So, what was the transition like for y'all going from Jackson to Atlanta? Because you know we have a producer homie, super talented, Super Miles. I don't know if y'all heard of him, but
Sleep, put me on.
No, he's one of the ones.
Okay,
for sure. He moved from here to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Respect.
And because he was on Family Ties.
Yeah, he was
crazy.
Family Ties. Working with K Camp, the music that he was.
Shout out to Camp.
Yeah, for sure. Because he had them records.
Yeah.
I don't know how long Miles was actually in Atlanta.
It was like 3 years, bro.
Okay, because I don't.
It was the duration of his contract.
Okay.
Wow.
I know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I just want to know, like, how was that for y'all? Like, that transition.
So I'm not from Jackson. I'm from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and my manager, he's from Meridian, Mississippi.
Right.
It's all the same though. So I guess that
Did I
part's
say
that.
Jackson or Mississippi?
He said Jackson, but it's cool. I knew what you meant though.
My bad.
I just know somebody watching was gonna say, "Well, I gotta say something." So, the transition was actually low key seamless, man. So, are you familiar with the rapper Big Crit?
Of course.
So Crit being from Mississippi at the time, he's Big Crit's from Meridian, Mississippi, which is where he's from. So he and Big Crit's younger brother at this time was managing me. And so like Crit kind of like ushered us into different spaces. And before we moved to Atlanta, we would come there different, periodically. Right. He would invite us to a session and just showing us different things, bro. I'll never forget his manager asking us certain questions like, are you with a IPO? Like, no. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, type shit.
Everything he had asked us, we like, what is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? And we drove back to Mississippi and turned all of those, what is that? Into like, yes, the next time he asked us, you know what I mean? So I gotta say shout out to people like
y'all
that.
Y'all going places, bro. Just how you articulating yourself.
Nah, thank you, bro. Yeah. That's humbling, man. But yeah, so I think by the time we got to Atlanta, we were kind of like on game as far as what to low-key expect. And we had enough relationships from just going back and forth to the city to when we got there we wasn't completely naked. And then one thing led to another. Shout out to Willpower, my bandwidth family, bro. They picked us up and been rocking
bro, them beats like.
So you as a hip-hop guy, I'm gonna talk about Willpower for a second. Go ahead. What you about to say?
I will say this. I think most rappers would sing if they could.
Yes,
absolutely.
If I knew how to sing, bro, and plus me know how to make beats, I would make like the most.
Respect though, and I think that's what we saw happen when the question of like what happened to R&B,
right?
Rap niggas started singing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Melody, they made it difficult for singing. It was whatever, but
hip hop producer guy.
You know what I'm saying? Willpower.
Yeah.
So I met Willpower in a Big Crit session. He executively produced Forever's a Mighty Long Time. With Big Crit. Shout out to Willpower. And he's known, y'all know Yellow Wolf, right?
Of course.
That's his claim to fame. So he came on for producing Trunk Music and all the Yellow Wolf's projects. He worked for Eminem, The Game, Tech Nine, you name it, or whatever, right? So shout out to Willpower for sure. So was in a Crit session one day and Willpower was talking about opening up a studio. This didn't exist. He didn't have a building yet. None of these things. And 2 years later of me being in Atlanta, getting ready to record my sophomore project, I'm just like, look, I don't want to go to no more studios and it's like a trap house, sticks everywhere and shit. I'm coming to make like love songs, bro. I need a different vibe like this.
Right.
Yeah. And so somebody was like, yo, Willpower just opened up a studio. And I'm like, yo, this nigga did say that 2 years ago. So we got strategic. We had our first like little budget of like 10 grand to do this project and shit. So we just started booking there in hopes of running into him remembering us. And one thing led to another. And that's exactly what happened. He like, what y'all need?
Right.
We like guidance.
Yeah.
And one thing led to another. So
hey, shout out to Willpower, man, for believing in y'all,
for sure.
Bro. That's dope. So what we got about 2 more minutes. What is how far would you like to take this?
Bro, so I live a purpose driven lifestyle. And like I was telling you with the whole I wanted to be with animals and shit, bro. This shit chose me. So I took the ceiling off of myself last year. And by took the ceiling off of myself, I was getting ready to make nothing but like deep rooted R&B music, which I think is beautiful. I think there's a space I think is necessary. However, I was only getting ready to make nothing but that because that's all my palate was exposed to. So from me being with Bandwidth and you know, really expanding that, starting to listen to different things and realizing that I could do different things and not just could do it, but effectively and low key better than what I thought I was better at. You know what I mean? So started to just explore different sounds and getting into different spaces. And so with that, I would have had an answer for you, but now I don't. It's like it's endless. The potential here is endless.
Of course.
And bro, it's a it factor thing that comes with taking it there. Where the camera at? I got the it factor, bro.
Yeah.
And so respectfully, when I think about the conversation that's surrounding R&B and what it is that we're looking for, as modest and humble as I can put that, it's like I know that I answer a lot of those questions, man.
Oh, yeah.
So wherever God let me go with this thing, bro, we in the water. I'm going with it.
All you gotta do is believe.
Respect.
You believe it, you can achieve it.
Hey,
or whatever. How I say it, if you dream it, you can achieve it. My last question.
Yes, sir.
Because I feel like this particular artist has went away. I don't know what's going on. I just want to know.
Okay.
How do you feel about Party Next Door? I have to ask.
I don't, bro. What's crazy is I have never listened to one Party Next Door song.
Chris is hurt.
Yeah, bro. And I'm gonna be honest. What it was respect, man.
Go for it.
Like that era was that era of
SoundCloud
like no. Just like I bet if I take all them plugins off, you don't sound like that.
Oh no, for sure.
And I can sing for real. And it's like I just wasn't into that space.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? But I respect it though.
I think just me. I don't, you know, what do I know? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you know?
Just listen to P2.
Okay. Is this one of the early ones?
This was like
Persian Rugs is what people keep saying you need.
Right.
I need to listen to.
That's cool.
Nah, P2 is a good project.
P2,
Okay.
but because he was him, it was the singer, if you want to call him that.
Okay.
You know, and the producer.
I see.
And party producers as well.
Respect.
So that marriage of them just knowing what they wanted to make, the sonics, the samples, even look, outside of rap, for me at that time, Party Next Door was like his music was the most influential sound that I would sit and be like, how did they
put this together?
Yeah. So just me saying, you know, listen to P2.
I'm gonna listen to it just because the way you just went in about it.
I'm telling you,
everybody always tell me like, yo, you don't listen to Party Next Door. And when I say no, everybody give me the reaction like, hey, you're tweaking.
Because again, like you said, there's one song on that actually. No, it was on P3 actually. The one obviously after two, but there was a song where he was actually singing,
and you know what?
But everything else is more like swag, more of.
And so I think what my disconnect was with it because now Party been relevant for a decade and some change, right? Am I
almost
overshooting?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay,
almost,
cool.
Almost though.
So close to a decade.
Close.
And so if I would say like spawns of them are like your Don Tollivers, your Travises, maybe no? Am I wrong?
Even Thug started kind of doing a little rendition.
Travis is a spawn of everybody because he's
and I take that. But so this is the point I was about to make. I was late to that Sonic party.
Those Sonics were important.
Yeah.
But that you see how long they lasted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I guess that's what I'm getting at. I jumped on the train like I fuck with Travis Scott. I fuck with Don Toliver.
But once you know where the Sonics came, that's what
I feel like you explained it to me right now.
That's where it came from.
Party Next Door.
Right. Travis was doing his thing, but Party did something. It's basically like T-Pain doing auto-tune and everybody else coming to do it. Like you gonna want to go back to T-Pain because that's how he did. He did it right. Exactly. Right. So Party doing what Travis and all these other guys, like to me, he did it right. Right.
And so that's kind of what I'm saying. I think because I got on Travis and them, I guess I didn't do, so let me say this, Party Next Door, if you ever watch this interview, man, I didn't do my homework properly. I didn't do this like the way that I was supposed to. I didn't do my homework. So what I'm going to do before I leave Dallas, Texas is I'm going to listen to P2. And then I'm going to tell you what I think about it. You know what I'm saying?
Because I've never heard, I never heard a quote unquote R&B singer over these type of beats. Okay. And it still sound good.
Respect, bro.
It's the Sonics is
and
crazy.
You know what? Thank you, Party Next Door, because I'm sure it's something that you did sonically that makes something that I do possible today, bro. So
Oh
Shout
no! I asked you about Party because listening to the Honey record and the Gelato, I was like, this. I'm not saying y'all sound the same, but if I made a playlist,
it could fit in there.
Oh yeah.
So I take all that shit back. Party, I'm sorry, man. Thank you, bro. I'm gonna listen to P2 tonight.
Especially Gelato. That Party need that record. Y'all need to try to get that to him.
I mean, too late now.
Wait,
I love you, Party, but
last question, because this happened to me early in my career.
Okay,
and I'm curious about how you feel about putting out a song that you really like. There was this song I made called Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Oh, I was sitting in my bedroom. I have to say it. Okay. I was sitting in my bedroom, made the beat. Mama house. Call my mama
type
house.
Shit.
Motown.
Come on.
So I was sitting in Motown and I made the beat and I was just sitting there. I'm writing the rhymes. I'm like, this shit go. Like, I believe the girl I was dating at the time, I was like, you got to take me. We had to drive probably like 20, 30 minutes to get to the studio in the sticks.
Shout out to her, bro.
You know what I'm saying? In the trap, it was dirty. The kids were so beautiful, bro, but they were living such a slum life.
Shout out.
I was like, bro, y'all need to be on diaper boxes and Gerber commercials. These kids were beautiful.
Wow.
The dude, I don't even know if he listened to the podcast, but his girl was like, she barely knew English type shit. He just got him one.
I see.
And had kids. I was like, bro, y'all fucking up. Like, but anyways, I made the record.
I like him.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I made the record and I was like, this is it. Like, this is gonna be my claim to fame. I put my all in this. It's beat hard. Niggas was hitting me, asking me, could they remake the song? It was a good song.
Crazy shit.
You know what I'm saying? So there was this artist. I'm not gonna say his name again. We ain't gonna stir it up.
Yeah.
But he was signed to Juicy J.
Okay.
Right. I don't know how he found me. Maybe Twitter. Maybe through my SoundCloud. This SoundCloud era. So he was like, "Hey, signed to Juicy J. I want to buy this record." So I was like, I hit Dalton because he's my manager.
Yeah.
I said, "Hey, this nigga say he want to buy this record. I don't really want to give it up, but it could be my way into
some shit.
The game, right?" So I don't remember what I said. I don't remember what Dalton said, but I know I was like, nah, because I wrote some like, I went to Bowie High School. Like, these references I'm making are mine.
That's your story.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, bro, I don't. So I don't know. I think the conversation ended. He was talking about paying like $500 too. And mind you, I'm like,
I remember. I was like, you told me amount. I was like, no.
Yeah, I was like 18.
Fuck no. That's low-key a slap in the face.
Right, I wasn't. I ain't had no job and nothing. I'm just like.
So that shit probably sounded good.
It sounded great.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, bro, I really can't do it. Even though the Juicy J thing was like, bro, this is my way. Like, and we left it alone. A couple months later, I'm just scrolling.
Stop playing.
I'm scrolling.
No, he's not playing.
And he put out a mixtape because he's from like San Marcos. That's a spot in Texas.
Yeah.
He put it out. It was on Twitter. So I was like, let me just see.
He remade your shit.
Bro, what? I've listened to it. Like, I was like, what the fuck? So part of me was like humble. I was like, yo, hell yeah, nigga, like my shit that good. Another nigga want to steal it. But at the same time, I was like, yo, we gotta take legal action.
Sheesh. So did y'all?
Nah, bro, I just let that shit go.
That's real.
But I was wondering how you feel or would feel to sell your, like, Gelato, for instance. Say, I don't know.
Yeah.
Usher was like, yo, I really like that record. Let me have it.
You know what? I that's the story I was gonna tell. I'm waiting on you to like blink your eyes twice or some shit. Okay, cool. So
he tell you what to do and whatnot. Like,
sometimes because I OD, I'm one of them. It's like I could blow it for us before we make it. So it's like, shut up.
Yeah. And this motherfucker,
you know what I'm saying? I'm one of them for sure. So like this R. Kelly shit I just did. Fuck. But it's cool.
Yeah. Our audience understands.
Shout out. I feel like they do. Y'all, I love y'all. Yeah. But I'm
gonna tell you some crazy shit.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm thinking about how to answer this, and I'm gonna tell you like all of the supporting details to whatever. But so literally Usher.
Right.
They've been working on Confessions too
for years.
And I'm gonna just say I think I know why shit taking so long, but whatever.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
y'all ain't signed off on some shit.
No.
Oh, okay.
My hands, y'all see my hands.
Yeah.
But I'll say one of the A&Rs for that project is a friend. You shit is okay. One of the A&Rs for the project is a friend of my producer, man, and big homie, bro. Shout out, you know who you are, I love you. he came through to listen to my album once we completed it last year. They got Cyclone and Gelato on it.
Okay.
And one of the songs off of that album, he was like, hold up. 2 of the songs, he tried to get 2 of them bitches. We was like, you smoking dick. But
Keep passing me the bag.
He tried to take a song for Usher that night. And I ended up like recutting 2 lines and shit. He was like, Usher wouldn't say that. He would say this.
Right.
Go in there and sing that. And I did. And I guess Usher never took the record because this was like 6 months ago. We never heard nothing back. And so I'm just like,
keep Hope alive.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, because that shit take time.
But at the same time, though, I keep Hope alive.
Yeah.
We're going to talk after this. But yeah, so I guess a similar thing happened. He didn't ask to buy it. I just kind of submitted to the idea of like, wait, who want this record? Usher? Hell yeah, you can have this bitch.
Right.
But if my album is ready before y'all make some noise about what y'all want to do with it, well, this shit coming out.
I mean, you can still put it out and, you know, probably get a cease and desist, but that I mean, it still works in your favor because people heard the record. And
that was the other piece too. It's like, come on, Josh Waters, be real with yourself. If Usher put that record out, it would do so much. The same thing that you were saying kind of for the Juicy J play. And I knew that too. So which was why I was extra down to do it.
Yeah.
But the idea, I'm a songwriter outside of being an artist. I write for other people. So for a living, I sell songs as well.
I wrote some shit. We'll talk.
Yeah. But so I'm actually cool with selling my songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like the stories, the experiences aren't even mine for me per se. You know what I'm saying? It's like I have a narrative. Josh Waters has a narrative that I try to stick to. And so everything
more artists need to,
you understand? It's why shit gets so confusing. But I try to stick to this narrative, and then all of the things that don't necessarily support the narrative of the focal point, because there'll be a time when I can expand it and like revamp it, rebrand the narrative even. But until then, it's like, this is working, we're gonna stick with this. These things that I want to say that don't necessarily fit this, I put it on other artists.
That's a fact. Yeah, I like that shit, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all got y'all head on straight, man.
Love, thank you.
What can I say? I can't find a flaw. Can't find a chink in
man,
the
my
armor.
breath stinks sometimes. I'm joking. I'm
bullshit. That's all. Hey, look.
You just wanted some weakness.
Yeah. But
I'm gonna tell you the first thing he asked me when I was like, "Hey, I told him about you." He said, "Is he handsome?" I was like. This is a good looking picture, bro.
So
I appreciate it, bro.
I went to the
before I even pressed play. I was like, he is a singer 100%. This boy had a silk shirt on, his hair back.
So he sent me
R&B.
He sent me the song, your song. So you know, it pulled up the Apple page. So I'm looking. I'm like, yeah, he alright. Yeah,
love. I appreciate it, bro.
I was washing the dishes and so I splashed the water and shit. I was like, bro, I ain't gonna be able to get no cut, no nothing before this shit, bro. Oh God,
respect.
But, no, you saying like you'll ruin shit before, cause of like how your mind works.
Yeah,
I'm the same exact way, bro.
Yeah, bro.
For like sure. I said, I don't know if I said this on the podcast, but I brought it up. We do Sunday Fun Day at the crib every Sunday. So everybody over there, and we sitting talking random, and bro, don't catch me when I'm dog tired and drinking, because anything's coming off like it. So I said, yo, I told Dalton this in the car on the way to the pod one day. I was like, yeah, man, that shit that's going on with Thug and Gunna, man, that shit wild. I'm on the side of, you know, if they did that shit, get them boys at time, because we're not thinking about the victims. We just fuck with them because they rappers and all that, which is part of it. But you know, that's just where I stand. You know how I was raised.
Yeah, respect. Respect.
So we talk.
He said, "Don't do it."
No, it's
no. So I
so
said,
dumb.
no. My homegirl already tweeted that I said this. So
respect. It's out there now. Fuck it.
Yeah. So I'm sitting at the table. We talking about the case because I think they had at that time they had already denied him for the second time. I know they just denied him the third time. So at the time, I'm like, bruh, 50 bodies ain't even crazy, bruh.
Bruh. And then he did the math. He was like, that's like
5 bodies a year.
Oh,
I was like, for 5.
He was like, that ain't even shit. I was like, so killing one person ain't enough. Like 5.
He say 5 a year.
Bruh, that ain't, but then
the average of 5 a year.
My nephew
salary
made a great point. He was just like, bruh, it's only 50 they know about. And I was like, okay, that made me feel better. Cause I know these niggas not throwing niggas like fucking football numbers and all type of shit like that. For 50's a lot, but it ain't a lot. It's not crazy. That's all I'm saying. It's not crazy. For over 10, how long YSL has been established? Since like, let's say 2010, right?
I'm like pleading right now. I'm pleading the whole fifth. I'm actually like,
Yeah,
hey,
I know y'all in Atlanta. I know y'all got y'all.
Hey,
y'all,
like
y'all
a
got y'all
motherfucker. I'm
political
cool with
connections.
these folk and everything.
Yeah,
like,
no, I'm
hey.
sorry. I don't mean no disrespect. I'm just saying on the grand, it could have been 50 fish. If they killed 50 fish,
You know
I'm
what?
like, that's not a lot of fish.
Here's a support. We live in America
You just compared
where
it.
people get killed for less.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
facts,
saying.
facts,
So how
facts.
about we do that?
Facts.
This
I'm
is
just
a-
saying that's.
But I
an
dig it, though.
example
I get it, though.
Of how I take shit like too far
Yeah.
with the mind.
Hey, look at him. He's like he did it again. Look here.
No,
I'm
every
the same
time.
way though, bro. I think, bro, the way we, like you said, the way that we raise. Sometimes
Manager ready to wrap
He
this up.
stood up.
my bad.
He threw his Red Bull away.
The
He
way we
standing up.
turned his hat to the back.
Right.
I'm surprised he's not already in the car, like,
Right.
ready to go.
But nah, I think being from where we're from, bro, low key lost my train of thought. You son of a bitch. I feel like, come back to me. Lost it. I'ma just leave it at I completely understand.
Right,
I respect your stance on that, bro.
It's crazy, but it ain't crazy.
Blessings. There it is.
That's all it is. That's all I want to say. Look, we got about another 30 minutes or so with us. Josh and the crew got to head to their next endeavor. Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you, brother, for sure. It's been fun. I appreciate y'all.
Y'all come when next time y'all down, we'll do the full.
That is. We back in
shebang.
November.
Yeah, we'll do the full shebang.
Respect.
Just one manager hit the other manager.
And make it happen.
And we'll make it happen.
That
We'll
is,
get more
man.
in depth. Appreciate y'all boys.
Easy, man.
You ready?
Indeed.
All right. Back at it. And we're back. I know it's probably not going to sound like anything happened, but we had to let them out and everything. We're back. Just the boys. The bros.
The boys are back in town. Yeah, great interview with Josh Waters again. Like, you know, I'm really trying to get this selfie off on my hair is like looking immaculate.
Okay.
I still haven't like debuted my hair like officially.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I might need to wait till I
Hold
get
it in, yeah.
till I get another cut. But anyways, I don't even know where to go from here. Okay, yeah. So you and Katie, Steph, Ryan,
Yep.
Shelbs, y'all went to go see.
And Ziddy and Mel.
Oh, okay. Ziddy and Mel went. I didn't know. Shout out to them. Y'all went to go see the new Dragon Ball Z movie. You wearing a shirt?
Yep. Had to the day after. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
How was it?
It was dope, man. I definitely enjoyed it. I also took Deuce with me too. Deuce was with us.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, man. Shelby loved it. I definitely enjoyed it. I was a little iffy on them making it like 3D animated, but they blended it together. So like it was like partially 3D, and then it has some parts that were regular animated. It was a nice little blend.
Right.
But it does take you a second to adjust because at first it looks like you're watching like Budokai cutscenes because of the way it's animated, but it catches on quick. And it is 100% a Piccolo Gohan movie. Goku and Vegeta are in it for like 5 minutes.
Word.
So, I definitely worth it. I mean, a lot of people were like, you know, I feel like people were like holding on to the Dragon Ball Broly, which was an amazing movie.
Yeah.
Like that movie's like that's literally the best Dragon Ball movie I've ever seen. So I think this is like the kind you have to follow up with because you can't do like the big thing twice, right? So this one's more lighthearted. It's more fun. There's a lot more comedy in it. The superhero premise is really good in it. The last 30 minutes is insane though.
Yeah,
Like
you
legit.
said that,
Yeah, it's like legit insane. So I think it's definitely worth it. If you have time to go see it in theaters, it's only gonna be in theaters for like 2 weeks or so. So I would definitely go see it. But if not, it'll definitely get it when it comes out on Blu-ray or some shit because it definitely was worth it. I enjoyed it. And it's good to see Piccolo being a grandpa for Pan because you know Goku's not going to.
Right. Goku's not going to do it.
Terrible.
All he trying to do is throw hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel
Literally.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel him. I'm with him.
Are you?
Yeah.
You stand with Goku?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Look, so we want to do a happy belated to our guy Tuesday. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just hit the 30s club. Welcome.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? There was a celebrity, which, you know, he's been on the podcast twice now. Audience, you know, the big brolic Albanian or whatever the fuck. The Russian that killed Apollo. He made a birthday card for Tuesday but he made it a year ago. So he was holding on to it this whole year.
Yeah.
I don't know if he wants me to say it on air because he texted me yesterday after, I guess, Tuesday, told him like, yo, I showed Chris the card or whatever. He was like, yo, just keep that under wraps. I was like, is it bad for the brand, my nigga? It wasn't racist or anything. It was funny as fuck. It definitely fits the aesthetic or whatever. But yeah. Oh, while we're on shouting out our natives, Kush put out an album.
Yeah.
Kush with a C.
Yes, he did.
I've seen nothing but good things. Have not had the chance to dive into it, but I know he produced the whole album.
To whom much is given.
Yeah, I know he produced the whole album.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, I did not know. That's a good fact to know because I definitely enjoyed it, man.
Yeah, I had a short, brief conversation with him about it, producing at the last time Brandon was here. When we went to Romy's We Are Dallas. He was, because I seen him tweeting about getting into production, and he made his album. And I haven't heard, I guess. Well, outside of Dalton, I've seen nothing but good things about it. So, Kush with the C, that's CUSH with a C. New album. What's the album title again? To whom
much is given.
Is on all streaming platforms. So y'all go check that out when y'all get a chance. If Chris stamped it, it is official. The way I see it. I don't know what else is going on in the world because all I've done is fucking work. That Diddy thing I brought up with Josh really kind of rubbed me the wrong way because I don't feel like Diddy ruined R&B, but the way Josh broke it down so eloquently, I was like, yeah, it is his fault. I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. Angela, I sound like Webby. Angela Lee.
Damn, I got some names in this one.
Yo, what was it, last week? Yeah. She announced that the Breakfast Club as you know it is officially over. She's getting her own radio slot, morning slot or afternoon slot on iHeart Radio. So if you guys got that, y'all could tune in. She's getting her own show. Obviously Twitter took it and ran with it. Like the Breakfast Club is still a thing with Envy and Charlamagne.
Yeah.
Yee says she's going to stick around to help them find a replacement.
That's all it was she's leaving. And
she's leaving.
And they're changing like a time slot or something?
Her slot is like either before or after.
Okay, understood. Okay.
Nothing like super crazy. It wasn't no beef. It wasn't any like, bad blood. She just felt like it was time for her to grow and control her show, which I support. I'm never leaving Dalton though, because I don't know how to work all this shit. So even if Dalton decides one day, Chris, I'd rather record you and, I'm like, all right, bet. But we're going to do it together. I'm not going to Deezus and Mero or Rory and Mal and Joe. We're not breaking up is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm with you for life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got me.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You got me.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. Look, so HBO Max.
Oh, God, yeah. This Warner Brothers in general.
Look.
Ever since Discovery bought them, it has been a fucking nightmare.
I don't even know if we should get into Israel Miller and all that flash shit because that is.
Nah, he wild.
He's the
reverse flash, bro.
I don't understand how somebody could fall from great. Like,
no,
that is crazy. Bro.
He is in the news like every 2 days
for some wild shit. But HBO Max has an app, right?
Yeah.
So, shout again. I do this every time we bring it up. Shout out to Dev for giving me my own little
corner
on their joint. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. But the interface with HBO Max is trash. It crashes a lot.
Yeah.
For me at least. I got bad Wi-Fi. Maybe it's me, but it crashes a lot.
The Apple TV app glitches out a lot too.
Okay, so it's not just me. Cool. Because you gave me your Google joint. And it's been working like a charm for me ever since I have it. Yeah.
Okay.
I've never had any issues with it.
Yeah,
so it's definitely the app.
Yeah.
So Discovery, right? The company Discovery bought Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers owns HBO?
Correct.
So in all encompassing. Discovery owns HBO Max,
DC,
and Warner Brothers,
anything, yeah, all that.
Crazy, right? So a lot of shows got canceled.
No, they didn't. So not only
I know the Teen Titans show got canceled.
No, so here's what happened.
They need to get canceled. They had so much potential.
So they bought Warner Brothers, right? Mm-hmm. And then I remember when he bought it, he was like, "We need to have a more focused strategy like Marvel."
Yeah,
that's literally the first thing the guy said when he bought it.
Mm-hmm.
This man has been on a fucking warpath. No lie, bro.
Yeah.
They fired like a bunch of people, like 70% of their workforce got laid off.
Yeah.
And then they're canceling. They canceled all these shows. They're removing 38 shows from HBO Max.
Crazy. I just need them to keep Succession.
That's not going anywhere.
Okay, because that's Emmy and all that shit. Like,
but he also said they're going to make less HBO Max shows because they're not fiscally like responsible or whatever. Then he canceled Batgirl, a completed movie that cost $120 million.
That's wild. That's wild.
The movie is done.
That's wild.
They were literally cutting it up as we speak.
That's wild. The guys who did the Batgirl movie did Miss Marvel, right?
A couple episodes.
Okay, all right. Crazy.
And
they're married too, right? The guys?
I think so.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah. But literally out of fucking nowhere, they just like this movie. Literally, like a week before, was like, it's being post production is almost done. They're about to put out a trailer or whatever. Yeah. Week later, fucking canned. I literally have never seen a movie be completed.
Yeah.
For $100. I'm not gonna stop saying $120 million.
That's crazy, bro.
And
thrown away.
Them not even being like, let's at least put it on HBO Max.
Right, at least.
Because that is literally $120 million gone.
Gone.
You done spent it already. The movie is made.
It's made.
And they were talking about they had like low test screening scores. I was like, I don't care. It's $120 million. They put out fucking Morbius. They could put out fucking Batgirl, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And then they started like basically saying they're going to scrap all these projects they're working on.
Yeah.
And then so now the question becomes, because the only confirmed movie we really have is Black Adam.
That's and Flash is still confirmed.
Technically.
But
they don't know
how they
what to do with it.
Yeah.
Because that movie is complete as well. But this man is losing his fucking mind.
Yeah.
He's punching people. He's he apparently
child endangerment.
He like has a cult or so. It's something. There's something every week. I can't. And then this man put out a fucking apology video that was like the lamest shit I've ever seen.
I didn't see the video. I just saw that he said he was going to get help and
he's committed to it. But
but look, my whole thing with that Flash movie in particular is this is their way to wipe the slate clean. They make it a Flashpoint movie, erase everything.
But now Ben Affleck is in the Aquaman movie,
right? Let's see that.
And now they're saying that Michael Keaton, it's about to get like canned, like him, because he was supposed to take over as
Michael
Batman.
Keaton.
Yeah, Michael Keaton, Batman.
He was going
because he's in the Flash.
Oh,
he was supposed to when the timeline reset. He was gonna pop up in the Flash in the new universe, and Flash would be like, "What you doing here?" And he's like, "We're trapped here now."
Right.
It's supposed to be him and the new Supergirl, the woman that they got. She's supposed to be the new Superman.
Okay.
And then he's the new Batman. That was going to be the new reset.
Right.
But now Ben Affleck is in Aquaman, and this guy is doing weird shit.
Yeah,
and they are marketing the fuck out of Black Adam.
Yeah,
like I cannot.
It's The Rock though.
I don't give a fuck. I can't get away from seeing this movie I think is gonna suck.
So you're gonna go see it though, right?
I have to,
right?
Because I am so curious.
Yeah.
Every time I see that trailer, I cannot take it seriously.
Right. It's The Rock.
It's like I like some of his movies, but
what the fuck did you know about cameras?
It's just weird because he's always just The Rock.
Yeah.
In Fast and Furious, he's just The Rock.
He's just The Rock.
Bro, no matter what he does.
Yo, you know what's wild? And I don't know if this is wild. This is really wild.
My son gave his life.
So, have you seen The Rock's daughter? She wants to wrestle. Have you seen her?
Yes, yeah.
Have you seen Eminem's daughter?
Yeah.
Can you not take their face off, like The Rock and Eminem off their daughter? I can't do it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I can't take their face.
You can't unsee it, yeah.
Bro, like, it's crazy. So
it's also crazy seeing that Eminem's daughter is this old.
Right. She's like 23 or whatever.
Because...
But my thing about that is, right, is like, is it because I grew up watching their fathers so much? Like,
right.
if I just found out about who Eminem was yesterday, like just seen it for the first time in The Rock, right?
Yeah.
And then see their daughters, would I be like, damn, they look or would I be like, oh, okay, it's just
I think it's
a girl.
We constantly see.
Bro, because they were a big part of the 90s for us. Like, Eminem was everywhere. Rock was like our favorite, you know? So, like, seeing their children. And now, even Willow, right, and Jaden, they don't look like Will and Jada. Like, it's like they have their own identity. Maybe because, I don't know, it might be some psychological thing. But, like, they don't just... But like Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids,
no,
like,
Blue,
those are their children.
Yes,
like 100%, like both of them.
Yeah,
just depends on how you squint your eyes that day.
Yeah,
that's who you get. Like Raiden, for instance, I see.
Now he's starting to look like me now.
I see it.
It's coming.
I see it. I see your dad. I see you. I see your grandpa. Maybe because of I see it. It's crazy.
Shelby, see, I was like, oh, he coming now. He coming out. Dalton's in there.
He's coming, bro.
Dalton's in there.
Look, I ain't want to tell y'all this because I don't want y'all to like overbook me to babysit. But I don't know. Dom, I was talking to Dom and I missed like 2 weeks of watching Raiden.
Yeah.
My uncle came to town when my dad had surgery, and then I think y'all just didn't need me 1 week. And that last time I watched him, I was telling Dom, and I was like, yeah, I got to go watch Raiden tomorrow. I'm just scared because what if you don't remember me? And Dom was like, oh, this is the cutest shit ever. And I was like, I was so used to that being
your routine.
Yeah, my routine. Yeah, Raiden, my guy, man. He ain't been giving me no trouble.
He won't forget you.
Oh, don't That's my nigga. Can I say that? I can say that. Yeah, he's my nigga. That's my nigga. Oh God, he don't give me no trouble. Like, I know his schedule. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my guy. But yeah, man. Outside of like everything in entertainment world, again, like I know I said it as a joke earlier, but Dalton did have COVID. I did. You know what I'm saying? It was a little shaky. Not shaky as far as like we didn't know if Dalton would still be here. Just shaky like, dude, why I got this shit? Because I've been around. But you're good.
Yeah, my wife and my son never got it. I quarantined like immediately.
Right, he did.
So
it was so wild.
Yeah, so like I got home.
Yeah.
And then
from the movie fiasco.
There was a fucking nightmare that day.
So you still haven't seen the movie, right?
No.
Right. right.
Because I caught COVID.
Bullet Train with Brad Pitt.
So I have a bunch of like I'm in a bunch of like movie clubs.
Yeah, because Dawn's a nerd.
So I get sent like movie screen passes all the time. Like movies that are coming out, they'll send me like tickets like a week early and shit. Or like sometimes even a month early. To get like the ones where you can't bring your phone out and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I had got them for Bullet Train.
Right.
And then we get to the movie and we get our food and our snacks and we go sit down. Shelby has a work thing that happens before we even get there, and she's on the phone the entire fucking time.
Right.
So she just goes into the lobby and then on the phone. So I'm sitting there waiting for the movie to start. It's supposed to start at 7.
Yeah.
7:30 rolls around. This manager walks out. He's like, they gave us the wrong keys for the movie lockbox, so we have to wait for the right ones to get here. I'm going to give everybody free passes or whatever. So he came around and gave everybody in the theater free passes. And then 15 minutes later,
right,
a woman manager comes out.
Yeah.
She's like, so the file is corrupted, so we're not playing this movie tonight. So we wasted your time. Basically, we wasted your time.
We're gonna.
And then she was like, I'm gonna give everybody, money back or whatever. And then one guy was like, what about the food? And she was like, Fair enough.
Right.
They're refunded too. Because basically, like, we wouldn't have got this shit if we're not coming to AMC to eat just the fucking food, bruh.
Yeah.
So, like, but I had to wait in this long ass line twice.
Right.
In the food line and then the tickets. So, and mind you, this whole time, Shelby's still not back. She's just on the phone the whole time. I get both refunds and she's still not back. I had to go back in the theater, go to the little side part she was at, and be like, Shelby, come on. And she was like, no, just watch the movie. I was like, there is no movie.
You missed the whole fiasco.
Yeah. So when I get home, I feel very weird. Like I just felt off. So I was like, Shelby, I feel weird. My throat's kind of tight. So I was like, I'm gonna sleep in the guest room to be safe.
Right. Responsible white man.
Especially now because monkeypox and shit. So I was like, I don't know what's going on.
But if you FaceTime me, you had that shit on your face, you got to know I'm roasting you.
Yeah. Looks like I got herpes and
oh
shit.
my God. That's oh my God.
But so I go to the guest room. I tell her to take a shower and then we wipe Raiden down just to be safe. And then I got all of my stuff, all my pillows and everything out of there. Anything like I had touched, I got out of there. And so I go to bed, I wake up, and that day I was like, yep, something's definitely wrong. The next day I woke up, my back was in severe pain. Like my back was fucking hurting. And then my body was hot, but I was like freezing. Mm-hmm. Like it was like one of those things. My body was hot, but I was like freezing. And then anytime I had to go to the bathroom, I felt like I was out of breath, like just going to the bathroom. I never lost my sense of smell or taste or anything like that. So at first I was like, this feel like the flu. Mm-hmm. But I know that the COVID's like flu-like symptoms. So I was like, I got something. Yeah. So I went to CVS. I made an appointment for the drive-thru. So I did the COVID test in the drive-thru. So lab tests take a couple days to come back in.
Right.
So I also told her to give me some take-home tests. So then I get Teladoc appointment, which is an online doctor. And then he's like, it sounds like you got COVID, bruh. So he was like, I'm going to treat you for flu medicine because that will still help. So he prescribes me some flu medicine. It's already like late at this point. So he says the prescription CVS, it'll be ready the next day. So I'm like, I'm still hurting or whatever. I just been in bed all day. Shelby said to bring me soup. I could barely eat that day. So, but she got me some like Alka-Seltzer. So I started taking that shit in my vitamins or whatever. So next day rolls around. She goes to pick up my prescription
Sound
medicine.
like you still got that shit.
No.
I know.
So next day, my back stopped hurting.
Yeah.
But I was still burning up and like having chills or whatever. So she picks up my prescription, comes back. I take it. That day I just sleep all day. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I actually get some actual sleep. I was able to eat. And then, so this is Thursday. And then Friday rolls around. And now I've taken tests every day. Every test has come back positive every single day. Then my lab test came back and that shit in big red letters say positive. like real aggressive.
Yeah.
Friday, I feel way better. At that point, I'm just like congested, but like I'm able to like move around. I'm not out of breath anymore. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like my fever is gone, like everything. So the rest of the weekend, I just had to quarantine because you have to go to a certain amount of days or whatever.
So we did miss an episode, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't, bro. My sense of time has been.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, again, we're glad Dalton's still here.
Yeah, I'm here
with us.
My family never got it.
I don't know if you saw. I'm gonna be honest. If maybe like 2 years before we would have moved in together, right? If I would have gotten this information, I probably would have like totally dove into this, right?
What?
So there's this company, I'm sure you're aware. Cern, CERN, right?
Okay.
It's like in Sweden or some shit.
All right.
they're scientists. They basically made a particle accelerator, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they're creating these small pocket black holes, right?
Right, yeah.
They just
yeah.
two big ass magnets pushing like this.
Yeah, they just turned it on. Yeah.
So Pete, right? Zach brought that to my attention, and I was like, "Oh, let me look into this and all this shit." Right? So then I started thinking, "This is what a nigga do." I was like, I don't think that these people are working for like, because look, people on Facebook, and if you go on YouTube and type that shit in and see like response videos to like what they did like a few weeks ago,
shadow governments, and
all that, and their devil work, all this shit, like they're opening portals to hell. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that at all.
Yeah, nah.
What I do know, I know this 150%. I'm sure they don't know what they're getting into.
That's for sure.
That I do know. But I don't know what their intent is. I don't believe it's, any malice behind it. But I do know y'all playing with some shit that we don't fully understand. Right? So then I'm just scrolling on Twitter one night, random, like I do, trying to catch a fucking OnlyFans clip or something, on the cusp. And I see these people say, yo, the earth slowed down. Or it sped up. It sped up. The earth sped up, right? So I'm like, the fucking earth sped up. So, nigga like me, I hit my Googles. The earth indeed did speed up by like a point, something millisecond. Mm-hmm. Like they calculated it and said, yo, the earth usually takes 24 hours to make a full cycle or whatever the case may be. On this particular day, which is on Google, I'm not finna deep dive. It was slower or faster or whatever the case may be. However that would work. Up, down, night, day, whatever. It sped up. So then I started thinking, because this was after the searing shit now. This is after they didn't open up these pocket dimensions and shit.
Pocket dimensions.
And what's crazy is that I started watching Flash. At that point, I had started rewatching from season 1.
Multiverse, baby.
Look. You
the
laughing.
multiverse of madness is here.
Look, you laughing, but I'm so serious because
the Fantastic Four is here.
Please correct me if I'm wrong. I believe you told me this. Didn't you say that at the time the Flash they had came out with some shit that the show was like the most, as it could be, like the most scientifically accurate shit happening when they start talking about science and shit? Didn't you tell me something like that?
Yeah, whenever they wrote like science dialogue, they get like actual scientists.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, there's correlation there for me, at least, right? So I'm like, okay, what does all this shit mean, right? Then again, deep diving into these black holes and shit that you get yourself into on YouTube when it's not an Andrew Tate fucking.
Oh God.
Hey, I don't subscribe to anything that he says, but I just love that he's so confident about what he says.
Very.
I love it. I don't subscribe, but I love the confidence. Like, but anyways.
Yeah, you love him with confidence.
Right. Of course, because we give value to things, not the other way around.
Okay, yeah.
Come on, pound me.
I'll give you a pound.
All right, but look, so there was this like thing about the polar caps and shit melting, right? And that they've been frozen for so long, and over the course of global time warming or whatever, they're starting to melt.
Global warming.
There you go. So they were holding things inside of the blocks of ice and shit, right?
Yes.
And as they melt, those things are starting to disperse, right? I had to think about the science behind that. Obviously, it took me a minute. I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, right? So like these viruses that are coming back around and all this shit, it like I had to ask myself, is it possible that these ice bergs, as they're melting, are they giving off these gases and fumes and molecules and shit that's like mixing with everything that's going on? It's causing all this wild shit that's happening. And if you ask a nigga like me again, I would have to say yes.
Okay.
Do you subscribe to that?
No.
You just think this is God's will? I mean,
Everything's
even I mean, of course, but I'm saying there's no cause to like rhyme or rhythm.
Now, as far as like the particle accelerator shit,
yeah, that shit wild.
But unfortunately, this is what science is, right?
Right.
They tap into the unknown.
You have to.
That's their curiosity cannot be quenched.
Right.
So they have to push the boundaries, but that is very dangerous. Because they like to play with things that don't need to be played with.
Right.
Just like how they're building all these robots.
Right.
That can do all these things like open doors now and fire guns and all this shit. They're asking for stupid shit to happen. Now, as far as a particle accelerator goes, the thing that can happen with a particle accelerator is if a big enough black hole is created, it can suck the whole Earth.
Yeah, inside out.
But
all booty hole.
So, but the particle they're shooting isn't going to make a black hole that big. But if whatever they're testing works out, they're going to keep expanding.
Yeah, because they want to see.
So the real test of what they're doing is how to they're testing how matter works.
Right.
They're trying to create matter.
Right.
Right. Which also is another dangerous thing.
Crazy.
Which then leads into cloning and like teleportation. So you
could
could
travel.
You could
if it exists.
So yeah, technically yes, because you have to shoot. You need a black hole object to do that, but by theory, if you listen to Donnie Darko,
right? Because you have to control that black part in order to even set that type of thing up.
Yeah, all that shit.
Yeah,
but all this stuff it comes down to them. They're trying to control matter,
that shit fascinates me.
Which matter is the essence of life.
Right,
we're all made of matter.
So my whole thing about science and what they do, I like. Because there was talks at one point in time where like science.
This is science. You're drinking science,
right? But this is what they. There were people saying that science and religion are separate, right? There was people that were claiming this, like these two things. But
in today's society, they are basically, what do they call it? Diametrically opposed, right? So,
but if science cannot exist without what God, if you subscribe to,
correct. That's what I'm saying.
Right, the Big Bang, all that.
It's intertwined,
right?
But with how, and really, this is not really a global thing. It's really an American,
right? Because America,
because
we eat cheeseburgers,
because of how the Christian belief in America has become so tainted and the way it has increased,
right?
Because it's really not even about Christianity,
right?
Honestly,
it's about morals,
and even further than that, it's about like America's founding ideas of what's right and wrong,
right?
And in the thing like. Because if these people truly believed in the book they're reading, like if you truly read the Bible, studied it, like people I know Joseph knows the Bible,
right?
Jonathan knows the Bible,
he know that shit,
right?
Jameson, my coworker, loves it. He knows the Bible.
Khalil knows the Bible, right? These people, if they told me anything with the Bible, I would listen immediately, right? Because they know the Bible,
studied it.
If the people that talk about the shit that you're talking about truly believed in anything they read, they wouldn't do half the shit they do.
Right.
The way they treat people at work. Mm-hmm. How they talk to people of color.
Right.
How they treat their fucking kids.
Right.
You think how they bro, where in the Bible does it say about kneeling at a fucking football game?
Nowhere.
No, they didn't have football, bro. They were out there in fucking sandals. They weren't playing that shit. So That's what I'm saying. Like, if they truly believed, then we wouldn't have had the civil rights movement.
Right.
We wouldn't have needed it.
Right. Because morally,
Because there are slaves in the Bible.
Yeah. Facts.
But those actions are condemned in the Bible. Because it never ended correct in the Bible.
Come on, talk, Don. Talk, preach.
And so it blows my mind that, yes, if I'm a believer of a higher power, he created everything on this planet.
Right.
Science is including that. But all science is the study of the unknown and making it known or creating things to make life easier. Like when electricity was created, that's science. Right. Alcohol, it's science. This bottle
Jesus
of water.
He stepped on grapes. I don't know if that's science.
It is. He turned water to wine, though.
That's what I meant. He stepped on grapes. Yeah. But ultimately, that is a part of my belief.
Right.
That if scientists are out here seeing how trees interact and frogs, how we interact, nothing man-made, right? Mm-hmm. Things that
nature.
Right, nature.
The thing that we cannot control.
Right. That is God. So science and God are hand in hand. It's like God, quote unquote, would be his creations rather would be the experiment. Us as science people, we're going out there. We're trying to figure out like what God put into this plant, the chromosomes and all that shit, how it forms. That's my belief. There's people out there that don't believe that that's what's happening, and they're trying to separate that. And I'm just like, how can you do that? Like,
the only thing
we need Neil deGrasse Tyson on it. I bet we can get him. We can get him, and we can get Hoops. We can get both of them.
Give up on Hoops, bro. I don't know why you.
I just say put the one foot in front of the other on that particular subject, but I could get her on this podcast, bro. Trust me.
Send her Gelato. And then
I'm gonna send
Easter egg for Gelato. But I mean, the only thing I think that you shouldn't mix science with is politics. I'm sorry, religion with is politics.
Oh no, facts. Because that's when shit gets
because now
crazy.
That doesn't mix.
Look, there was two, I want to say Muslim,
yes,
women. Mm-hmm. They were black, but they were Muslim. Covered head to toe, had the dialect, everything. They came to my job today.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to load some shit up for them in their car. It was difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It was just me. It was difficult. I got it in there though.
Okay.
It was a goddamn it was like this, right? This couch.
Okay.
But no legs.
Oh.
I thought it looked better that way. But it was a futon, so the back let down.
Okay.
Right? And they had a van. I don't know if it's a minivan. They had a van. And as soon as I came to the door, she greeted me like, brother. But not like my brother, but like I'm really
brother.
I was like, that shit hit me. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, don't do that. She kept calling me like, oh, brother, do you got it? Brother, do you? And it was an older woman. And I'm assuming the other woman with her was her daughter, a little younger. And then her daughter probably had a little boy. He thought he could pick the couch up by himself. He was out there trying to lift it. I was like, step aside, Junior. But
I got you.
Just the respect, though. That and
the Quran is a fascinating book.
It almost made me want to tell her I don't know if this racist or not. Somebody was like that. But I was like, my middle name Kadeem, right? Like we really here. We really here. Yeah. But I don't even know why I said that. I don't know what you were saying to make me say that. But ultimately, yeah, bro. It's all
look. The Quran is I think everybody should read it.
No, facts.
Even if you're not Muslim, it's a very powerful book. It means
There was. I'm gonna tell this story.
Okay.
Where are you? I'm gonna tell this story. It's wild. Not really wild, but it's a little bit to get into. Okay, so I was supposed to graduate high school in 2011, right? I dropped out. Maybe that February. That's when we had the show.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, right. So I dropped out, and then we had some rocky roads, right? I ended up like my parents basically like this. I won't say disowned me, but they was like, "Nigga, leave."
Yeah, they don't do it.
All those, my dad was working out of town.
They didn't know what to do with you.
My mom was still working at night.
Yeah.
So, Alex, Alex, even though like there was like times I wasn't supposed to be at the house because my parents kicked me out, Alex would still let me in because I ain't had nowhere to sleep that night, whatever, So I finally got to the point where I was like, shit, I don't know what I'm finna do, right? So, Coach Ray, she was never my coach. She didn't even coach the high school. She coached the junior high, Barnett.
Okay.
She's a volleyball coach. But I was cool with her daughter. And her daughter was like, Chris, like what basically like get your shit together, man. What are you doing? You come live with me. Just, so you ain't gotta be doing what you're doing. And I was like, all right, cool. And she was like, her mom being I didn't know this till like I got older, obviously, but to high school. But I guess you can't be a coach without being a teacher. Like you have to teach.
Yes, correct.
Some type
you
of
have to be
curriculum,
have subject,
right?
Yeah.
So her mom was like, look, you can stay with us. We'll welcome you open arms. We'll feed you. We won't shun you. But you got to go back to school. And to my ego, because mind you, I wouldn't be going back with the 2011 class because they already graduated.
Right.
I would be going back with the 2012 class. And I was like, these niggas know me because I was a grade above them and they saw me every day. And I was like, bro, I can't do it. But I was like, I also don't want to sleep in cars anymore. Like, I don't want to do that. So I was like, okay, I'll go back to school. And it wasn't like I changed schools. I went back to Bowie, right? I go back to Bowie. And there were all the young kids, the kids younger than me, the kids that, I was like, shit, like, are they finna judge me? Like, I might be older than them, but I still care about their opinion of what they think of me, at least. So I'm like, my clothes were everywhere. Like, it was just a mess, bro. So I meet this girl, right? Her name was, and she has a real Muslim name. It's like Saada, Saadia, right? Very cute girl. Obviously, my mind state, I'm thinking, I'm older, so I'm not finna date anybody younger than me, right? But there was an attraction there. She was a very cute girl, and I just remember sitting outside waiting for our ride, my ride, really, to come get me and take me to where I was staying. And she was outside with me. And I remember asking her, like, yo, so what do you think, like, your parents would say about you, like, dating or possibly, because, I don't know, we could have ended up marrying a non-Muslim man, right? And I don't know what her spiel was. I don't remember. But I do remember telling her, like, yo, I actually have been kind of digging into this whole Muslim lifestyle thing because it was foreign to me, right? I remember having a conversation about, the Mormons ride the bikes, go door to door, trying to drop off their Bible. I remember I took one and I started reading it just to see what this shit's about because I don't know what this shit's about, And I remember telling Jonathan's mom and grandma, I had to talk with them one day. It was just me and them. I don't even think Jonathan was home that day. I was just talking to his mom and his grandmother. And his grandmother was like, oh, no, baby, don't. You're a Christian. You read the Christian book. Don't confuse yourself, right? So I was like, all right, I'm not going to read this book anymore. But I was reading it, though, for sure. And I remember promptly, like within the first couple of chapters, they was talking about a man being married to two women.
Yeah,
that was like at the beginning.
It's a big polygamy.
Right. Yeah. So I was like, wait, what?
You're like, I like this.
Right. This is just kind of my speed. Maybe I'm a Mormon. But so I remember talking to Sada about that and all that stuff like that there. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling her I was kind of digging into the religion or the Muslim religion, and I was like, it sounds more disciplined. It sounds like something I might need. I need structure, right? And long story short, didn't work out with her, obviously. And it didn't. The Muslim thing is something that I've just always been attracted to, like deep down. Like even when I talk to Ridge about his practices and everything, even though Ridge ain't the strictest Muslim alive or anything. The last time, maybe not the last time, maybe the time before last, like, I asked him, where's Mecca? Pulled it up. He had to pull out his phone because versus my backyard and where he usually prays. Exactly. Yeah. So he showed me where Mecca was, based off his phone and everything. And I just think that's powerful. Like, I haven't read the Quran, but reading or just my little information about that, even the words, like, that's haram. You know what I'm saying? I said that to Celebrity the other day because he was talking about, like, I don't remember, but I was like, oh, no, that got to be haram. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that's powerful.
Yeah.
To, like, have a code amongst a certain group of people that, like, Christianity doesn't provide. Like there's laws, there's code. Like I feel like a Muslim person will hold you to that shit way more than a Christian would, which is what I would want as far as structure and discipline, right? Because like I could be a good person to you all day because I love you, I respect you, or whatever the case may be. But like, if I'm not eating right, if I'm not treating my wife a certain way, if I'm down and stuff and they ask me have I prayed to Allah about it and I say no, like it's gonna be more about keeping me on that path than just, oh bro, shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Like most Christians are lax at our age, unless you meet like somebody who's super like by the code. But I ain't met nobody that's like by the code as far as Christianity goes. But like it's the Quran and being Muslim and everything, like them niggas by the code, bro.
Yes.
They by the code.
Yes. They live a very strict lifestyle.
I respect it, though.
Yeah, no, same. Like I said, I've read the book. I mean, it has a lot of, like, I think that it's important to see like other, like I'm very big on like studying other cultures. You know this.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's very important. You can take things from all these places because the world is big, but also small, but also all these different things have happened. Like we have our own history here. Canada has their own history. Right. Mexico has their own history.
Right.
Brazil, like all these countries have done their own thing and they all have their own thing. So we can't be the end all be all.
We can't.
Like,
and
it's
I
impossible.
feel like that's so
arrogant.
Right. Arrogant, but we do it so much
all the time.
Like it's
and
crazy.
The thing with the Christian thing you're talking about, I think the one thing I have noticed, especially being from the South, so we have South Baptists,
right.
we're in the Bible Belt, as Josh was talking about. The biggest thing I've seen, once again, going back to the Bible that they're reading, is the judgmental factor.
Yeah.
Because it became... Because the basis of a church is supposed to be a shelter, a place you can go to and have no judgment.
Right. Worship.
Yeah. And then a place that they can... for healing, get you back. And there are pastors that can do that 100%. Not saying there's not. It has gotten really hard to find that though.
Yeah.
Because now it's about, what do I wear when I go there? Mm-hmm. If I don't, it's like, say I don't own a suit, so I go in a white t-shirt and jeans. The moment I walk into some churches, they're gonna look at me like I'm fucking crazy.
You white walking into probably all predominantly black church.
And I think that misses the mark of what's important. Like, because the point, I showed up.
Yeah.
I am at church.
And the whole thing about, like, the sexuality thing in church, too. So many people, a part of the LGBTQA++ community, feel like they're not welcomed or accepted.
And it's
or they have to hide who they are when they go. And... even as a child, I like hearing and seeing and feeling those things made me feel like, well, what is this really all about? If, this supposed to come as you are, even I like putting on a suit you know.
Right.
But as a child, I mean, I like putting on suit as a child as well. But like as a kid, I was like, bro, like, why can't I just go? Like, what's the difference? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm here, mind you, I might not have been paying attention, but if I'm here, like, why does it matter what I'm wearing?
Right.
And my biggest thing, like, if we this white, first of all, white ideology behind Christianity, if we go back and view these statues of where we got this shit from, there was men on men hugging, groping, laying all from the Roman Empire days. So like, what are we really talking about?
Yeah, because like, I mean, back then it was just normal. It was whatever.
Yeah, like, bro, you believe in God? Do you believe there's a higher power? That should be the end all be all. Do you believe there's a higher power?
Also, it blows my mind, Chris, is that with the whole thing with the Bible as well, also with the white crowd.
Oh yeah,
no one in the Bible is white.
Nobody.
Not a single person.
Not a soul.
Doc, that book was written in the Middle East.
Yeah.
You know what these people look like.
Oh, come on. Talk to him.
You think Jesus was white with a beard, bro?
I do not.
Not that
His hair was
beard.
like mine, made of wool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Says it.
It says it.
Blows my mind.
Olive skin.
Not me.
Now I don't know what olive. I mean,
Bro, I am
No,
pale.
yeah.
I'm clear out here.
you know what I thought about today? I thought about when I went and coached my homeboy after hours softball game, and we all went back to your crib over by Joe Pool Lake, and you was laying in bed, and we were all in your room for some reason. I was like, bro, you look like uncooked chicken.
I do remember that.
Yeah, that was wild. But yeah, but oh no, what? That's wild. That's one thing I will say. Diamond will look at my goddamn location.
Yeah.
Why are you in Dallas?
Yeah. Yeah, she checks up on you, man.
Yeah, shout out to Diamond. But yeah, I don't even remember how we got to this, but it's good that we did, because I definitely feel like, you know, I had a conversation with Nikki a couple weeks ago about like family, and then like, because Alex actually said that I'm turning into my dad.
Okay.
And I didn't know how to take he said it. He told me it twice. The first time was for when my grandma and all them came, and I was trying to see like how we finna organize and shit.
Yeah, you're taking care of it now.
Right.
I remember, yeah.
So the second time was, you know, as you know, I've been having difficulties with my younger nephews and them getting into their vices or whatever and shit. So one day, matter of fact, it was after the last time I watched Raiden. I got home and he called me. He was like, "Oh, his wife's a bartender on the side." So she was like, "Oh, she want me to come to the bar because it's slow." I was like, "Yeah, bet, let's go." Like, you know, I got a couple dollars in my pocket. Let's go get drunk. Fuck it. You know, I got to go to work tomorrow, but fuck it. And we went. And I'm telling him how I feel about, you know, what's going on with my nephews. So he's like, "Oh, you turning into dad." When I noticed that I started turning into dad, I fell all the way back. Like, I didn't want to become that. And then I was like, well, okay, dad had his shit when he's human. But, you know, looking back on those issues, I feel like, yo, he did what he knew to do as far as raising children. 5 boys at that. So, and losing a boy too. Yeah. So it's like he did the best that he could with, you know, his mental capacity and all that shit, right? So I'm like, yo, I'm okay with turning to dad, because we need somebody who's gonna say what's what and what's not, right? Because I'm never coming from a place of malice. I'm only coming from a universal perspective of this is right and this is wrong. Universal. Like, you remember, because you were there, I would hit you and be like, yo, am I wrong for this? And you'd be like, yeah or no, right? I take it. I might still go with the opposite of what you tell me, but I care about perspective. I care about that perspective because the decision that I made in that moment when I already asked you, is this right or wrong? It's done. Can't do nothing about it. Next time,
Yeah.
I could take Dawn's advice.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm looking at life like that.
Yeah.
Across the board. Right or wrong? Is this right or wrong? It don't matter how it make me feel personally. Is this right or wrong? So, I'm not, he was saying, you think you holier than thou, you casting stones, all this shit. And I'm like, bro, if we not like learning from our mistakes, because me and Alex made plenty, we done a lot, we seen a lot. If we can save them from making the same mistakes that we did, why are we doing that? Like that makes sense to me. I wouldn't want my nephews to OD on pills or sleep in a car or not show up to work on time. Anthony got a job, by the way.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. But he's washing dishes, but he got a job. But I've done all that already. So let me try to help you not make these mistakes, right? So I brought that up to say, he said, yo, you act more lax and chill and cool or whatever the case, whatever he was trying to say, with your friends than you do with your family, right? So I was talking to Nikki about it, and I was like, yeah, Alex said this to me. Like, and I was like, in the moment, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But then I went back to that age-old saying, like, friends are people you choose. Like, your family is who you're just with them. I can say, Jimmy is not somebody I want to hang out with, so I don't have to have him in my life, right? He's gone. Alex, he's my brother, we might never see, which is not the case, but we might never see eye to eye, but he's my family. Like, we're stuck with each other till death do us part. But like with my friendships, I've chose the people I decide to confide in, be around, have good times with, because we understand the vibe. We get it. These are things that don't have to be explained. It's just already automatically works, because that's what God wanted. God wanted us to always butt heads and disagree and do this and do that because we're family. And I have to stick with y'all, regardless of my feelings, of Vince and how he acts around even my friends, that I'm embarrassed when y'all come by and he's the way that he is. But hey, he's my brother. What am I gonna do? Can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? If it was Ridge, I'd be like, bro, yo, you can't come over anymore. Like,
yep.
You can't, because you don't act. It's not, in my mind, honestly, that's not fair, but it's life. But when he told me that, I was like, yeah, I'm free around my friends, because they're not going to judge me for painting my nails or wearing skinny jeans or wearing flip-flops or how I do my hair and all this. Like, that's Chris. That's just Chris. To my brothers or father or mother or whoever, they got to be like, oh, well, these kids, this generation X or whatever the fuck, like, just making excuses saying that's just who my brother is, which would be a more acceptable answer for me. Maybe not to them. But yeah, that's where we at. Yeah, I ain't got. I'm
tapped out.
I'm not tapped out. I don't know what else to talk about really.
Let me just double check.
I'm here. I ain't ready to go, but
Oh, you know what?
What's up?
I want to shout out my mother-in-law.
Okay.
She gets married next week.
Shout out to. Hold on, let me.
So, yeah, we're gonna do a walkthrough tomorrow.
Shelby has her dad's last name or her mom's?
Her dad's.
What's her mom's last name?
Well, she actually it's still Ross still.
Okay, but it will be.
She said she's gonna hyphenate it because all of her legal documents are Ross. She says, I'm not changing that shit.
Oh yeah. So
I was like, I feel you, especially for that long.
Right.
It's a pain in the ass to get all your licenses again. So she's just gonna hyphenate it. What is Aaron's last name? I gotta remember.
Either way, he's a cool guy though.
Yeah,
He's a very cool
they've been together for a while. So yeah, they get married next week. Do a walkthrough tomorrow. I'm DJing.
Of course.
They provided the music, so I'm.
You gotta do it.
Yeah,
you gotta do it.
It's all here.
Yeah. Any bangers? Any bangers?
They got some.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they have then there's like a specific 5.
Am I invited to the wedding or they didn't?
Did you get an invitation?
Didn't
know.
No. Oh. All right. I was just kidding. I felt like at this point I should be invited. I feel like I know all the I know the nieces, the nephews, the cousins, and the brothers.
She invited a lot of people. I don't.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Shelby's mom.
See, you don't even say her name. Her name's Rachel.
I didn't want to call her by her first name. I'm still a respectable guy.
Shelby's mom is more respectful.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. That's how I know.
Well, I want to give her a shout out and Aaron too.
Shout out to Aaron.
They're getting married next week. So.
Did you hear? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Because mine's not like super important.
No, I was just saying them. They're making that leap. I'm.
So shit. Who's baby? Braden's going to the wedding then.
Yeah, we're gonna dress him up. Yep.
This is his first wedding. Aw.
Yep.
He's gonna be fine though.
Yeah, he's gonna be sitting there.
Like what's the fun? Everybody gonna come up to him and all that shit.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna put a mask on him or what?
I don't know what Shelby wants to do.
Yeah. Tevin Campbell actually came out.
I did see that. Yeah.
Crazy, right? Because I like music. I'm not like OD familiar with like every song that was ever made. I resonated with Tevin Campbell because he did some music. Exactly, the Goofy movie. And he made the joint, the look into each other's eyes.
Yeah.
That shit bring tears, bro. That's a really great song, bro. Really great song.
And it's a great scene.
Yeah, it is. He get the girl, he dead, like some shit I wish would happen in my life, you know? Not that I need it.
And then he made Can We Talk, so.
Can We Talk? Yeah, so he came out as gay, so we want to congratulate that young man. You know what I'm saying? Out here being vibrant.
Yeah.
People were saying, yo, we knew. You're good. We knew. I didn't know. I was just like, yo, he's singer. You know?
Yeah, a lot of people were like, yeah, they had the feeling, but.
That shit's so wild, bro. That shit's so.
But back then you couldn't really do it.
Oh, I guess not really big to you, but I did listen to the Game's album.
Oh yeah, it's a long album.
Dramatic. I listened to every
30 songs, right?
I listen to. I'm at work. I listen to every song.
Yeah.
I will say this. Out of all the Game albums that I've listened to, which is his first one. The documentary, great album.
Doctor's Advocate,
cool. Red, and then I probably skipped a few in between, and then the
Jesus
Piece, phenomenal.
LAX,
that was probably before Jesus Piece.
Yeah, it was.
But at the end of the day, it was underwhelming to me. But I will say, Game is a guy who can pick good beats, great features. Just underwhelmed, especially like documentary is up there for me, obviously.
It's a great album.
But Jesus Piece was fucking crazy.
That was a sleeper album for that year too.
Crazy fucking album.
I don't think enough people talked about it.
No, they didn't. It was
because Game can rap his ass off.
He can rap, but
regardless of how ridiculous he is,
he can rap.
He can rap.
But it was an underwhelming album, and this is coming from pure admiration because I do respect him as a songmaker, rapper, all that shit.
I remember Chris was like, "Yo, listen to Game's album." I was like, "Fuck no."
The dramatic,
you asked me, you're like, "You gonna listen to it?" I was like, "Fuck no." I'm not listening.
Justin popped it off in the group chat, said he had a little drive, so I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna listen to it."
2 hours, Chris? No, I'm good.
No,
bro.
see, but it didn't. There wasn't it was just music. There was no highlight to the album in particular.
Right.
So, like, versus Jesus Piece, man.
Slappers on there.
Man. Like.
We're listening on the way back.
Actually. Pusha T's on both albums.
Yeah.
Kanye's on Both albums.
J. Cole on that hoe too.
J.
Right?
Cole's on.
Yeah. Jesus Peace.
The album after Jesus Peace, the Red and Blue. I think it was documentary too. Yeah, Kendrick was on that. They sampled Erykah Badu on that song. On me, that's on me. Had Dre on there.
Yeah, you're talking about
Q-Tip. Right? Yeah, Q-Tip was on there. That was a cool album too. Kind of underwhelming, but Jesus Peace, phenomenal piece of work, man. Phenomenal. And Drillmatic was definitely underwhelming to me. I mean, Hit Boy did like 5-6 beats, I think. Kanye has, obviously the Easy record, and then they had another song produced by Timbaland, which was cool. Dreezy's on that, and some guy.
2012, Chris. Yeah, that's how long that album's been out.
Yeah,
10 years.
Y'all were at South by.
Oh, I remember that, but 10 years, bro.
That's a great album. And it aged, like, if you listen to it today, which I've listened to it recently, it aged pretty well. Pretty good. Because not every song is trying to fit the mold of that time.
I'm going to definitely skim through it again when we get right back.
Good album. But, it was underwhelming. I don't think anything I'm not gonna say stature because I'm not trying to shit on anybody, but I don't think anything like really. Yeah. I know NBA YoungBoy put out an album.
Yeah.
Don't say yeah like that. He made Nevada.
Okay, yeah. But I'm saying there's not really much.
I've been broke so many times.
Rod Wave.
They say his album was really good.
Yeah, but I saw Nojo. He said first. He was sad because he was broke. Now he's sad because he's rich. He's like, I can't. He was like, I can't. He's like, bro, what else you want, man? He's like, I can't listen to this. He's like, this shit made me sad. I couldn't listen to it anymore.
No, hey, Nojo needs a show. He needs a show.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
No, he is top of the line, bro. Love that guy. But yeah, Rod Wave.
I think that's pretty much the only high profile. Mm-hmm. But then Kush. Mm-hmm. And then the Danger Mouse and Black Thought album.
Right? Did you listen to it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. How'd you feel about it?
It's cool, man. It's definitely some rapidy rap shit.
I listened,
and Doom is on there.
He had a video with the song for, I don't know what the song's called, but A$AP Rocky and Killer Mike's on it.
Strangers.
I watched that video the other day.
Yeah.
And Rory from the Rory and Maul podcast, obviously.
Wow.
Yeah. No, they were talking about the album, and he said some of the mixes sounded weird or whatever. Mm-hmm. And listening to that record with A$AP, I heard what he meant. The beat is like louder than some of the vocals.
Yeah. Probably got to see who the engineer was in that.
Yeah, we probably got to.
Because I know for sure they didn't record that together. They probably got those verses sent in. Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
maybe because sometimes what happens is their engineer will mix their vocals, send it in, and you just kind of got to blend it in. That's probably what happened. Yeah. Because I know Killer Mike got his own engineer. A$AP definitely has his own engineer. And then Black Thought
probably
had his, so that's probably why it sounds like that.
Everybody, look, but I mean, not that I've been doing it for long.
Blake Chris also dropped a little.
Yes, he did.
The Magic Hour. It's like 3 tracks. Yeah,
yes, he did. Shout out to Blake Chris.
Yeah,
working on obviously Talk to Me Nice and Spur of the Moment. All the verses that I got, I was like, please send me the raw because I want to do it. So I mean, I'm sure this isn't new ground we're covering.
No.
Just send the raw vocals. Cause like I feel like, man, Kanye's I wouldn't say spoiled would be the word, but like correct context would be like he definitely let me know how to shit should sound.
Right, got you.
Cause I remember, look, so I tweeted, I want an MPC 2000. I said that. Yeah. I'm going to get it, right? Because
we can end on this.
All my favorite beats were made on the MPC 2000. Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Kanye used it, Dilla used it. I'm sure a slew of other, but those two guys in particular. So I'm going to get me an MPC 2000. Shout out to Nikki. And Wait, why did I say all that?
I don't know.
But I'm getting NPC 2000. I'm gonna start making beats on the NPC. I lost my train of thought. Mixing, engineering. I don't know where I was going. Fuck. I don't know where I was going. I'm sorry.
That you're going to get NPC 2000?
I am going to get that, but there was a point to that, like what we were talking about, and I don't remember now.
Oh, also, another plug. Home Team dropped that Feed the Babies record. It's out now.
Feed the Babies is out on all streaming platforms. Shout out to the Home Team.
We heard it a long time ago, but it's out now.
Right. I definitely keep texting Joseph when I'm trying to text Jonathan. Because Joseph's name in my phone is Jonathan.
Yeah.
And Jonathan's name in my is Jay Newt. And I keep
clicking it. Yeah,
it's wild. Because I texted him wild like Sunday. I was like, yo, bro, blah, blah, blah. He was like, yeah, I'm like, wait, what? Oh, shit, my bad. I did it again.
Yeah.
The other day. But
that's why I just call him Joseph. Because that way I don't want to confuse.
Yeah, because I did it already. I gotta go and switch it.
J minus on PH.
What's today's date? The 19th?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Whenever I put out what was the album before Talk to Me Nice that I put out? What was that called?
What?
The album I put out before Talk to Me Nice.
Oh, you must think this is a joke, right?
You must think, yeah. So I put this song out on there. It's called August 20th, and August 20th is coming up. So I was just like, damn, there was so much that happened that particular year. I really just realized that it was like the quote unquote anniversary of like all that shit.
Yeah.
It's a wild where life takes you. But I will say this, stay the course. Because it does get better. Stay the course.
It's a good ending, good positive affirmation.
Yeah, fat nigga, because I was...
if anybody could tell you.
Yeah, stay the course, man. It gets better. For sure.
But yeah, that's it for us this week. Shout out to Josh Waters for coming by.
Yep.
Definitely got to get him back for a full episode when he's back in town.
He definitely most certainly will be.
His show will be over by the time this episode comes out, but he has a show tomorrow with Bobby Sessions. So there'll be all the Triple D experience. But yeah, we'll definitely have to check in and see how it went. He said he'll be back on November. So.
Are we still gonna wait to drop the sponsor, or
yeah, we'll do it. I didn't want to do it on his episode just because
we gonna drop the sponsor, y'all.
Yeah, new
sponsor, I put that tweet out premature. It wasn't premature because we secured the bag, but
it's the bag.
We haven't made the official announcement. Which we will.
I just wanted. I didn't want to do it on his time. So
it's fitted not.
Yeah, but we're heading out.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, as always, and we're back at it.
Yep, we'll be back next week, Lord willing. Peace and chicken grease. Peace, fuckers.